Hello everyone, very warm greetings to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga and reviewing a game that's come from a recommendation called Merv the Merciless, but already I can see it wasn't a commercial release. It came as a cover disc published by Zero, the magazine, in 1989. So I'm a little bit worried. Let's see how this one plays, but essentially you've got a scrolling screen that scrolls in random directions, a bit like Splat I suppose in the ZX Spectrum, and you must collect all food without bashing into the sides of the screen. Now it's come apparent as soon as I start the playing. Right, it looks dodgy already. Right, so I'm this guy here, looks a bit like a lemming. Don't bash into the screen. At the moment it's scrolling to the left, so I head to the left. Now go back to the right. Yeah, and if you hit any of the obstacles, you are dead. This I can see this getting quite frustrating. Let's Merv drowned in the water, it says. Right, let's have a few goes on it then. I'm glad it wasn't a commercial release, so we need to go down. Down, down we go. Collect all the food. Oh, that's reversed my controls. I'm getting frustrated already and I barely turned the thing on. You've got one troll left. He got liquidized that time. I think the idea is we need to get as fat as possible. You see an egg timer there, slowly running out of stuff on the top left. We need to survive for that to run down, I think. Oh, that's a bit unfair. Down we go. No trolls, it says. Right, just eat as much as you can do. Guy doesn't seem to be getting any fatter. Egg timer's going down a bit, so this goes lasting a bit longer, so there is hope. It's scrolling. Yeah. This game scrolls too quick. It scrolls too quick, I think. Slow it down. Do have a look at Splat on the ZX Spectrum. That's by Incentive Software in 1983. I think they do this idea a little bit better. But at the moment, I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking it. Did it get recommended just as a joke? It probably did. Published by Zero magazine, 1989. I want to turn the thing off. Anyway, let's keep going. It's bad. If you had this one back in the day and liked it, let me know. As I say, couldn't have bought it in the shops. It's from the magazine. That's a minefield. Just try and keep your character to the centre of the screen as much as you can. But there's too many... Yeah, it scrolls too quickly and there's too many obstacles for this to be any kind of fun. This game's terrible. What a terrible, terrible, terrible game. If I was going to do a stinker live stream of Commodore Amiga games, this could very well get on it. Hideously bad. Right, and this music, I'm going to be dreaming of this, well, nightmaring of this later on. It's like a joke. Terrible, terrible game. Terrible game. Super terrible. Awesomely, awesomely badly awful. I don't know what the reviews were from other places back in the day. I'm sure Zero gave it a top quality rating, but I don't know how they had the nerve to give this away even free. They should have paid people to take it away. If I'd made this game myself, I would have deleted it. I wouldn't have even shown anyone, let alone thought it could get on the front of a magazine cover. I'm desperate to explore the whole of the area, but would I come back to this as a kid? No. I would have used the disc on the front of the magazine as a blank disc and copied something over the top. Most definitely. Right, you just don't know. Look how quick the thing's scrolling. And of course now, we've run into this obstacle. If it scrolls one way, we're doomed. There we go. Could have gone down, but I would have bumped into a landmine and would have died there as well. If you're still with me, well done. I'm not enjoying this at all. Right, it says Dosh in the top right, so we've got to collect Nosh and Dosh. Yeah, there we go. There's some Dosh and there's some food. Splat does it much, much better. In Splat, you're controlling a spider called Zippy around a maze that's scrolling in random directions, but it's a lot slower and it gives you more of a chance and it's more fun. And it doesn't play this music to wind you up every time. Now the views tend to be of these games round about 10 minutes, well that's the aim, but quite often I go a little bit longer because I get, well, absorbed into the game. Not sure how long this one's going to last. Maybe I'll get the hang of it. I don't swear in any of my videos, but this is getting quite close to that point. Awful. Right, nasty spell, more like a nasty smell. Pixies, well they could do one. So I think there's some, was that hams up there? Right, maybe I'll get a moment where it suddenly makes sense, this game. But, you know, the obstacles take up too much. As soon as you go over a bridge, it's pretty much Doomsville. Right, just about got away with that. Yeah, see, look at that. Now, if it scrolls... Yeah, I've had it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, if you'd taken this off the magazine and gave it to a friend as a Christmas or birthday present, I think that probably would have ended the friendship quite quickly. Didn't have a sequel as far as I'm aware, thank goodness for that. Every copy of this should be burned. I'm not sure there's any other reviews of this on the Amiga on YouTube, but I feel sorry for the reviewer that took time to have a look at it, much as I am having now. If you know a worse game than this, then let me know in the comment section below. It probably come out as a cover disc as well, I'm guessing. Da 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 da. Da da da. Now I'm told there is a spot in this game where if you go over it, it plays the old theme music to Neighbours. I don't know if that was a lie as well. We'll see if we can bump into it. So I'll have a few more goes just for the sake of the thing to see if it suddenly gets good. But I sort of like already know it's no good. Nothing good can come from this game at all. The magazine's called 0, and if I was scoring it out of 10, that's probably what I'd give it as well. So quite fitting. A 0 game from a 0 magazine. Good. If you wrote for 0, well done. I'm sure you had some great articles, but this was a low point, releasing this as a cover disc. This music loops around quite quickly as well, doesn't it? What does it last? About 8 seconds? And then loops around again. Danger minds. I think I need some therapy now. Where's my therapy pills? So yeah, this isn't a de-stress game, I would say. It's probably an increased stress game. Don't play it. I've played it, so you don't have to. But from a retro point of view, from a nostalgic point of view, I had to review it, and here it is. If you're good enough to keep playing until that egg timer runs out, because I'm not going to do it, let me know what happens at that point. Do you go onto a different stage, which is equally as frustrating? Or does it suddenly come into a game that's better than Shadow of the Beast 2 or Stunt Car Racer? Does it suddenly go into that, and this is just a joke bit at the start, a bit like that bit in Mr. Wimpy on the ZX Spectrum? Does look like a lemming from the top-down view, this Merv. But he's merciless, so the gameplay's merciless. Alright, we're going a bit more distance now. We're going a bit further down, right. Oh. Well, look, you saw the Neighbours box then. I just about saw it in the bottom. It said Neighbours. Game over, old chap. Well, yeah. Right, so if I need to have another go on it, just so I can get the Neighbours bit. And I think as soon as I've activated that Neighbours bit, I could be safe in the knowledge I never have to play this again. I don't know if it does just a chip version of the Neighbours tune or it actually sings it, but that's something maybe to look forward to in what is an abysmal affair. So it's not in many people's top 10s this of Amiga games all the time. If it is in your top 10 of Amiga games all the time, I don't think you know enough games. Right, how many goes have I had of it this time? I think one go. One go's too many. I just want it to scroll down so I get over that Neighbours bit to see if it does the tune or not, but I'd probably die quite soon afterwards anyway. This isn't a game to or music to play to talk someone off the top of a high-rise building. And he's dead again. Well done, Merv. You couldn't have been trapped in a worse game, sir. Right. No nosh completed, no dosh. Right, that's tomatoes. That's nosh. Maybe if you collect everything, which I think is an impossibility, it will let you off. There's some buns there. Right, we're quite near the top. So as soon as you get involved in that minefield, you've got nowhere to turn. As soon as you react, it goes so quick because you don't know what direction it's going to go in, and it's game over. Right, this will be my last go, and then it's it. I've got to get out of here. Maybe I'll have a shower or something relaxing to do. Right. There's so many other games I could have played apart from this one, but I ran into this one. I feel very lucky. I feel very lucky indeed. I must repeat, don't track this down ever. Now let me know if you have tracked it down despite what I've said. What was your experiences of the game if you was unfortunate enough to track it down? As I say, not a commercial release, just a cover tape. What does that say? Hi Kev. Well Kev, it might be your fault. Did that person not like Kev? Perhaps that person didn't like Kev and that was for him. Or maybe he didn't like Kevin Keegan. Well, Kevin Keegan said, I want a Merv the Merciless game. He said, okay, Kev, I'll write that for you. Here it is. What is this tune? They've sampled it off something. Probably some kid's show. Right, is this near where the Neighbours sign is? Food that way. There's food everywhere. Right, that's a new bit of the map. Down we go. Up. Ow. I thought we was going to get near the neighbours sign then. I might have to sing the neighbours tune separately. Incidentally, the game Neighbours, come out on the ZX Spectrum, not sure about the Amiga, probably, is awful as well. But it's better than this. It's much better than this. So Nick, why do you keep playing it for? I don't know. I told you why I keep playing it. It's because I want to get to that Neighbours square. Despite how awful it is. But I seem to be getting a bit further down as it goes on. Just relax. Feel the force, Luke. Turn off your targeting computer. Right, now I'm running out of space. Get into an open area. Right, okay. I was going back this way now. You crazy? Well, that got away with that. Right. There's an egg timer there for more time. We don't want that. There's the neighbours. Well, that wasn't worth it, was it? Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours. Well, I might post this game through their letterbox, and that'll be the end of that friendship. God. So that was the highlight of the whole game, that was. The neighbours music put in. That was the jokey bit that the writer thought, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good idea. That's quite funny. Yeah, I mean, only a masochist would find this good fun. I mean, if they slowed it down a bit, perhaps, maybe, but they seem to be getting gradually better, and that's a worry. Get me out of here. I'm going to send an SOS. Maybe put that ABBA song on that goes SOS, da la la. Right, this is my last life, and I'm not going to be having another go, that's for sure. We've seen everything this game has to offer, and everything this game has to offer is not much. Yeah, game over, old chap. Couldn't have happened soon enough. Absolutely terrible. Nothing good I can say about this game whatsoever. That was Merv the Merciless on the Amiga. Thank you for watching all of that. Published by Zero in 1989 as a free cover disc, which still seems like a con for that money. Nothing. Back in that sort of era. So, if you got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Let's put this game miles and miles and light years behind us and forget it ever happened. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.